Hey guys, we're going to be doing the review on the Proto Alpha Pod. Now, this video is kind of strange because most people don't do reviews on pods, but I just wanted to get this out here because I really think it's a great product. I'll go ahead and spoil it a little bit here, but I really think it's a great product. So, I wanted to give a shout out kind of to Proto on it because it's a major product I think that a lot of people overlook. So I'm going to go ahead and do a review on it as best I can. I apologize if I stumble through it a little bit. But, you know, it's a pod, so I'm not sure exactly how well this is going to go. But anyways, so go over a couple of the features. It's made out of a smoke material. I believe they might come in a couple of different colors. They didn't have any available when I picked them up. But it's made out of a very strong material, not flimsy at all. It's not going to break on you. I've stepped on these a couple of times, and although I only weigh about 105 pounds, it did not break, didn't even crack anything. It didn't even show any wear. I mean, it just... You know, it's really well put together. It's got a really nice lid on it. As you can see, it's kind of a lot thinner than most lids out there. However, it works extremely well. The edges, it's a smooth pod, if you know what I mean. The finish on it is very sleek, so that it's going to slide in and out of your pack nicely. It's not going to be snagging or anything. You know, not going to be catching on anything. It's just really smooth. Has some like ribs up here at the top, I guess you could call them. That kind of accent the top of it here, kind of give it a little bit more grip, you know, with your hand. And then there is the lid. Now, one thing I wanted to show is it kind of bevels out, and I'm not sure how well that's showing up, but it kind of bevels out the pod itself up to meet the lid. Now, what that does is it makes it to where it's virtually impossible to open the lid from the side, okay? It's just smooth finish. It's, you know, kind of built in, I guess you could say. There's no gap or anything to catch your finger on. It's really hard to open it from the side, okay? It is possible, but as you can see, I'm not being able to do it. The only place you can open it is with the tab at the top here, where it's supposed to be. And my lighting's a little bit bad, but as you can see right there, it's kind of got a groove cut out into the pod, where your thumb can just align perfectly into the slot, just slides right in there, and then pops the lid open really easy. They have the kind of ledges on the sides that kind of guide your thumb in, but also it keeps the tab from catching on the ground. So if you throw it, you know, across the ground or whatever, it keeps nothing from being able to grab that tab. Okay, it's not impossible, but I mean, it can still happen, but it's very unlikely that'll happen. The lid itself is really easy, nice spring on it. It's really easy to open, yet it stays shut when you want it to. And very rarely do you only snap one side down, okay? If you hear it snap, it's snapped both sides. You don't have to worry about accidentally bumping your pod and it opening because you've only got one side down. As you can see, you didn't hear the snap there, but it is closed on this side. But like I said, if you go like this, it's almost always going to shut all the way. Okay, 99% of the time it's going to shut completely closed, and you're not going to have any problem with it. I'm guessing, okay, I haven't actually counted them. They're close to the same size of a standard pod. I'm going to go ahead and pick one up here real fast and compare it as far as the length of it, but as far as holding the same amount, I believe they're the exact same. Here's a standard pod, and as you can see, it might be a tiny bit longer. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like maybe a centimeter or two longer, the Proto pod is. However, they hold about the same internally, about 120 to 130 rounds, at least from what I've counted whenever I have counted them. Don't quote me on that, but they're just like a standard pod, except for they have the really nice lid system and they're built extremely tough. There's not a whole lot else I can say. I picked these up at PSP Phoenix about, I think it was I think it was like 3 or 4 months ago. I've used them ever since, and I've really enjoyed them. They just work great. You're not going to have any problems with them, and they work 10 times better than a standard pod. Okay, the lid system's way better, they're more comfortable, and they work flawlessly in any pod pack. I definitely recommend picking them up if you haven't already. They're $2 retail, okay? That's maybe $1, maybe 50 cents to $1 more than a standard pod. However, I think it's really worth it just for the kind of quality you get. And it's a lot cheaper than some of the other pods, especially pods out there like the Dialock lids. I believe those are $4 to $5 a piece, or at least they were at Phoenix. And you can get these for $2, and to be honest, I would take a Proto Alpha Pod over the Dialock lid any day. It's just a great pod, and I definitely think Proto deserves props for it. They may have made a great product here, and I am definitely going to be using them in the future. So hopefully this has helped, guys. I know it's kind of a different review. Not very many people do pod reviews, but I felt it was necessary. I really think Proto did a really good job with these, and I think they're definitely worth checking out if you haven't already. You know, next time you need pods, definitely check them out, see if it's in your budget, and see if, you know, if you think they're as good as I do. I think they're a great product. I definitely would give them 5 stars out of 5 or 10 out of 10, however you want to say, for a perfect pod. I don't think there was anything else you could do with them. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm not sure what you would have, but you know, if it has to do with the video, that's fine. Just leave them in the comments below. If you like the video, please hit the like button, and subscribing would be a huge help. Thanks guys, and have a nice day.